되지?
Anime, we handsome sausages.
Hello everybody, we have some sausages and today we are reacting to Xdinary Heroes Enemy.
Yeah.
Enemy. Coming from Pluto, which was... Oh, we had so much to talk about for that song. It was
what
a very
nice song.
Very nice song. Yeah,
nice song.
A very balanced song. We totally... Our verdict was that, yeah, we get why people recommended this song the most.
Yep.
Enemy, we aren't expecting something that is as crazy as Pluto in the Pluto craziness sense, but it's Xdinary Heroes. We always say that even if it's not the title track, even if it's not the most talked about track, they always have something special. So we're gonna get right into this. But before anything, thank you everybody who's supporting our channel over at our Patreon page. If you want to have a say in what we react to, let's get extra content and all this stuff, check out our Patreon page. The link is in the description below. Let's get to the song. 3, 2, 1.
Click. Okay.
Oh, nice rhythm. Okay.
Tick, da. Whoa.
Yo, the overdrive on that bass.
This is bass, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Pad? Is that the pad? Yeah. And the
Whoa.
wait, what?
It's filtered. Wow, this bass became very poppy chord progression over here.
What? Hold on. And they're keeping the same rhythm. That's crazy. I thought that wouldn't. Perfect. Sounds perfect with it.
Wow, this sounds like a soundtrack. It's a drumstick hitting sound.
So it was so raw, the mix.
Yeah.
This part is tripping me out.
I like this part.
Well, not I guess not this part, but the transition from here. That is crazy. And this is the part where they return to that rhythm. That's crazy. Wow. Run away. And that chant.
Oh, yes, of course. Guitar break has to come in. Yes.
What a tone.
Of course.
Oh, that is sick.
And ending like this again.
Wow.
Yo, this sounds like an OST of an anime or series. It just pops up my head. Like I'm seeing the scenes of it.
Yeah. I don't even know what this is.
Pretty simple and complicated. Again, just like doing Xdinary Hero stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so it starts with that rhythm, right? Dum 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 da.
Yeah.
Dum 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 da. Which is rhythmically very fun if you like your brain likes it, but also it's very empty because with that kind of rhythm you can't really fill it in like a lot in the middle. So that will be the emphasis, like boom 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 bop, and then there's gonna be that whole empty space. And depending on how you use that, the song can be very impactful or it can just be empty on purpose. And then we get this bass.
Yep, distorted bass.
Yeah, probably using like a pretty heavy distortion pedal there, or maybe like a medium level. Nothing crazy, but definitely on the higher side of overdrive there, which I really like. I like that like that fat sound from bass, and it's just like very oomph, and it almost sounded right. It had that trebly sound to it as well, so it almost sounded like the guitar, but it's not.
Yeah, that's why I asked, like, is this bass? Because it sounded like a bit of guitar and low frequency.
Right.
Somehow.
I mean, but I still think...
Yeah, it should have been bass, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like 100%. It has to be a bass.
Yeah.
But then the pre-chorus comes and they get rid of that. And they do this... like,
my favorite
muted,
part.
Filtered, yeah. And the drum as well. You hear the...
Yep.
It just comes in.
Like drum break style rhythm comes in with filters being off.
Yeah, the pass, right? And they do the whole crazy thing with the... and then... the chorus hits.
Yeah.
And that's when they return to the original rhythm. Like doom, boom, boom, ba. That's a bold move. And it works. And it's just, I don't know. It's really hard to analyze because it is as it is. We're basically laying out what happened in the song. But even just laying this out, it feels like, where is this going? Like, how are they making these decisions?
Yeah. This album's a bit different. And just like Pluto, there's this like really poppy element in it, which is especially the pre-chorus part, very major, very famous and popular poppy chord progression, like nothing much crazy going on, and basic drum break pattern rhythm. Even chorus part too, it was very simple, like it's quite catchy to remember and very sing-alongable.
Yeah, you mean the chant part? Because like I feel like there's like two parts to the chorus, right?
Yeah, whereas Chuyun singing and Jungsu singing. Yep.
Yeah.
So I mean, in general, it's not like Chuyun going like insanely crazy all over the place. It's not like those type of top lines. This one is very singable, like all together. And of course, there's the chant line that whoa, that one's definitely all jumping all around the place. But except the verse part was like very like unique Xdinary Heroes sound, or probably like experimental, I guess. Other than that, I found it really poppy again, just like Pluto. So I see they're going on a different direction again for this album. I love it. So, but other than that, there aren't really much crazy stuff going on with music, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, apart from all the crazy things that we mentioned with the changing filters and distortion and clean tone and.
Yeah,
like,
but those are very. They used to do that a lot in
like you mean
in K-pop in general.
Really?
Yeah, of course. Like filter was something that was
but like,
all over the place.
It's just like the way they bounce between different sections in an unexpected way. Because like it started like that's what I'm saying though. Like it started with that rhythm and that distorted bass, and you just don't expect to hear
that's it
like a filtered guitar next. That's what I'm saying. So like it's just like the transition to the next segment is all over.
Of course.
Where are they coming from? Like how are they thinking that this is gonna be the next thing? Like how does their brain work that they can come up with this? I guess the only thing that was really odd for me in that sense, or maybe it's not odd, but because there's an extreme bounce between distortion and mute, and there's clean tone, and then there's like heavy tone, whatever. Like it's very polar. While all that is going on with the instrumental, the vocal mix was pretty steady.
Yep.
It was clean all the way through.
Yep.
Which at part I was like, that's interesting.
Because Xdinary Heroes usually don't do it.
Yeah, and also because there's such difference in instruments, or the sound of the instruments from section to section, that I feel like at certain point to match that vibe they should have done something different to the vocal, but they didn't. But I guess if they did, then it would also be a little bit too much because they are doing extreme things. But that was okay because you don't want to filter your vocal like that together. That would be a little bit too stupid. So it makes sense. But then when the chorus hits, it's still the same mix despite having the instruments change in color completely. So that was like the part I was like, it's so interesting that they did that. It doesn't really bother me too much, but I wonder if they could have done something different. But otherwise, I think it's just the whole song being very, very unexpected and daring that I'm like, wow, I don't even know if like I can't really put a finger on it and go like, this is the part that I think is done well, or this is like, I can't really do that. I'm like just in awe, like, okay.
Yeah, coming from a K-pop producer mind, like I'm finding it very different It's just that like because of those things, they really made it as K-pop-ish sounding. So the only crazy part is that because it's Xdinary Heroes, this is making it unique. You know what I mean? Because if these type of elements or kind of genre was done by just any type of group, you would say, oh, this is a K-pop group. But coming from Xdinary Hero sounds and genres, all the insanity things that we listened, this is becoming very K-poppy poppy, very suitable for more audiences. They can actually catch more people. It's nothing very experimental, but it is experimental because it's Xdinary Heroes. You know what I mean? Like this K-pop element doesn't exist in Xdinary Heroes music. I personally find coming from all those like previous albums. XH, very unique, but this one and Pluto was more into Day 6 category. I don't know if that makes sense.
I totally get that for Pluto for sure. I do kind of see what you mean for this one as well now. It's interesting that you coming from the actual K-pop producing side of things, that you're looking at this as like a bigger picture. In which case, yes, it's definitely poppy. Now I see it. And it's funny that I'm coming from more of a singer-songwriter who's been dabbling with like modern rock elements and acoustic pieces. So I'm focusing on the specifics. So like, depending on where you focus, the overall, I guess, feeling of the song completely changes. And that's why I think what you're saying at first didn't register at all for me, because I was like, this is K-poppy? Not at all. But then if you kind of step back and take a look at the entire song and how the chords are progressing, how the melodies are going, absolutely. It is definitely much more for the public than other songs.
Yeah.
But if you zoom in, like I did, it's wild. It's not poppy at all. But yeah, so I guess from our discussions, you guys can take like my side. It was a very zoomed in version of this, I guess the dissection of this song. And the statements from Hansi is coming from a step back version of it, where you see the entire piece and recognize it for what it is, which in itself is interesting because depending on where you are, the song changes. Oh man, they're so good. Hopefully our discussion made a little sense. Please let us know what you thought about this song. Do you prefer Pluto or Enemy? In fact, what's your favorite song from this album? Let us know. Comment down below. And I guess we'll see you in the next video.
Bye-bye!
Michaela Roskova,
Hazel,
Katerina,
Lori,
Fei Wong,
Miriam,
Bella H,
Krista White,
Huaya,
Lisa Grack,
Cyrus, Abad Morales,
Willie Wartel,
Emily,
Hannah,
Yanyu,
Valeria,
Wolfling,
Toss,
Yoshi,
Danny Sim,